The complete works of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda in India. This is an account of Swamiji's visit to San Francisco in 1894. Bay City Tribune, a local newspaper, covered his visit in the following words. Bay City had a distinguished visitor yesterday in the person of Swami Vivekananda, the much talked of Hindu monk. He arrived at noon from Detroit, where he had been a guest of Senator Palmer, and proceeded immediately to the Fraser House. There he had been seen by a reporter for the Tribune. Kannada spoke entertainingly of his country and his impressions of that country. He came to America via the Pacific and will return via the Atlantic, he said. This is a great land, he said, but I won't like to live here. Americans think too much of money. They give it preference over everything else. Your people have much to learn. When your nation is as old as ours, you will be wiser. I like Chicago very much, and Detroit is a nice place. Asked how long he intended to remain in America, he replied, I do not know. I am trying to see most of your country. I will go east next and will spend some time at Boston and New York. I have visited Boston but not to stay. When I have seen America, I shall go to Europe. I am very anxious to visit Europe. I have never been there. Concerning himself, the Easterner said he was 30 years old. He was born at Calcutta and educated at a college in that city. His profession calls him to all parts of the country, and he is at all times the guest of the nation. India has a population of 285 million, which was the population in 1894, he said. Of these, about 65 million are Mohammedans, and most of the others are Hindus. There are only about 600,000 Christians in the country, and of these, at least 250,000 are Catholics. Our people do not rule, as a rule, embrace Christianity. They are satisfied with their own religion. Some go into Christianity for mercenary motives. They are free to do so as they wish. We say let everybody have his own faith. We are not a cunning nation. We do not believe in bloodshed. There are wicked women in our country, and they are in the majority, same as in your country. It is an unreasonable wish to expect people to be angels. Vivekananda will lecture tonight. The lower house of Opera House was comfortably filled, and the lecture began last evening. Promptly at 8:15 p.m., Swami Vivekananda made his appearance on the stage, dressed in his beautiful oriental costume. He was introduced in a few words by Dr. C.T. Newark. The first part of his discourse consisted of an explanation of the different religions of India and of the theory of transmigration of souls. In connection with the latter, the speaker said that it was on the same basis as the theory of conservation to the scientist. The latter theory, he said, was first produced by a philosopher of his country. They did not believe in a creation. A creation implied making something out of nothing. That was impossible. There was no beginning of creation, just as there was no beginning of time. God and creation are as two lines, without end and without beginning, without parallel. Their theory of creation is, was, and is to be. They think all punishment is but reaction. If we put our hand in the fire, it is burnt. This is the reaction of the action. The future condition of life is determined by the present condition. They do not believe God punishes. You in this land, said the speaker, praise the man who does not become angry and denounce the man who does become angry. And yet thousands of people throughout this country are every day accusing God of being angry. Everybody denounces Nero, who sat and played on his instrument while Rome was burning. And yet thousands of your people are accusing God of doing the same thing every day. The Hindus have no theory of redemption in their religion. Christ is only to show the way. Every man and woman is a divine being, but covered as though by a screen, which their way religion is trying to remove. The removal of that Christians call salvation, they freedom. God is the creator, preserver, and the destroyer of the universe. The speaker then sought to vindicate the religions of his country. He said it had been proven that the entire system of the Roman Catholic Church had been taken from the books of Buddhism. The people of the West should learn one thing from India: toleration. Among other subjects which he held up and overhauled were the Christian missionaries, the zeal of the church, and its non-toleration, the dollar worshipping in this country, and the priests. The latter, he said, were in the business for the dollars they were in it, and wanted to know how long they would stay in the church if they had to depend on getting their pay from God. And after speaking briefly on the caste system in India, our civilization in the South, our general knowledge of mind, and various other topics, the speaker concluded his remarks.